They are business leaders, experts in economy, society, and culture. In 15 minutes, their insights will create a vivid picture of Vietnam. Sharing Vietnam, the country as you see it.
Hello everyone, and it is our pleasure to see you again on NetViet VTC 10. Tourism development is one of the top priority of socio-economic development of Vietnam. It can be said that the development of advanced marketing tools along with unique products and as well as innovative solutions in the field of marketing and communication will contribute to strengthen industry of tourism in Vietnam. And joining Sharing Vietnam today will be Mr. Patrick Gavu, the CEO of Citypass, and he will share with us about his idea on these issues. Hello, Mr. Patrick Gavu, and thank you so much for joining us today.
A pleasure to be here with you.
So as far as we know, Citypass has published a lot of books concerning tourism in Vietnam. So personally, do you have many chances to travel around Vietnam, and how do you feel?
Actually, to be a guidebook publisher implies that you travel throughout Vietnam extensively, you know. On a yearly basis, I'm probably traveling most of the time to the various destinations that we cover. It includes Ho Chi Minh City, the Mekong Delta, Con Dao, Phu Quoc, Dalat, Phan Thiet, Nha Trang, Hoi An, Da Nang Hue, Hanoi extensively, Ha Long as well, sometimes Sapa. So yes, we do travel a lot, and we must in order to understand very well the destination and to be able to publish the best guidebooks, website and iPhone applications.
So a lot of people may listen to the name Citypass, but not many of them know exactly. So could you please introduce about the operation of Citypass in Vietnam?
Sure. Citypass began about 4 years ago. Back then, I was working as Director of Sales and Marketing for a large tour operator, and we had various clients coming from Russia and other countries, and they could not communicate with the local people, and they could not communicate with the hotelier. So the need for a Russian guidebook arose, and then I created this first publication and realized it was very successful and many people were looking forward to develop it. So this, when the idea spread that, you know, maybe it would be a good thing to have an English guidebook of high-end quality. We've always strived, you know, to raise the level of experience and the level of expectation in order to bring Vietnam as a whole up in the international travel scene in terms of services. So we try to create a very unique product which focuses on the best outlets, the best destinations and the best hotels and venues, so that travelers can have a companion they can carry in their pocket which has all the information they need while they are here to make their journey an exceptional one.
So what are your assessments, because you are working on the field of providing advanced tools for tourism in Vietnam. So what do you think about the business environment of Vietnam for this kind of business?
Okay, in our company we are covering various fields, because you know you do have the printed version that you can see here, but we also have website and we also have iPhone, iPad applications and soon Android as well. So these are new technologies which are, you know, evolving very fast, but the market needs to keep up with the trend of the worldwide market, and Vietnam today is still far behind in terms of using these technologies, and in terms of guidebook, we have proven to be the leading guidebook in the market at the moment, and I am confident that within the next few months, when people do visit www.citypassguide.com, they will foresee that our website is the best source of information for travelers in and outside of Vietnam. Now, the travel application will be available online very soon, and I'm sure that once you've tried it, you'll love it.
So actually, I myself, when I traveled to Ho Chi Minh City, I was very impressive when I hold in my hands one of these publications about Ho Chi Minh City. And now we will bring to the audience some information about CityPass in Vietnam.
CityPass is a brand communication company in Novo. The strength of CityPass is to provide advanced marketing tools for tourism, including traveling guidebooks, brochure, and maps. CityPass distributes its product through our traveling agency, hotel, resort, high-end apartment, and bookstore in Vietnam. Besides CityPass book, this company also provides writing, editing, designing, printing, as well as advertising services. CityPass developed a system throughout Southeast Asia in order to strengthen the tourism industry with unique product and innovative solutions in the field of communication and marketing.
Hello everyone, and welcome back with the talk with Mr. Patrick. So Mr. Patrick, it is quite new for Vietnam and Vietnamese people and to holding on their hand this card book. So could you please explain for us about a general picture of making this card tool for tourism?
Sure. CityPass guidebooks have gather basically all the information that a traveler needs while he is here. So the first reason why people travel is to visit attractions. So we cover the extensive range of attractions that you can find in every one of the cities, 12 cities that we cover in Vietnam, and they can find quality information and photos on each of those places. And furthermore, we add a special touch, which is local insight, which we specialize on. We believe that great travel experience imply local knowledge. So we try to share this knowledge to the travelers. But when the people are finished with visiting the places, then they often look for places to eat, and so we tell them which are the best Vietnamese and foreign restaurants where they can go to. But furthermore, when they are finished with eating, they want to have a drink, for coffee or more. So we also list the best, bars, cafe, club, lounge. And the next day when they wake up, they certainly want to go shopping because they have to bring souvenirs back home. And we tell them, all the best places to buy the best souvenirs available in Vietnam, including XQ, the big brand for embroidery, including Minh Long for the famous porcelain, and all those bead brands that makes Vietnam stand on top. And when they are finishing with shopping, they may want to go for activities, a good spa to relax, for example, or go gaming or karaoke. And we have all this information. And when this is finished, they want to sleep because they're very tired. So they go to a hotel, and then we present some of the very best 4- and 5-star hotels available throughout Vietnam, either resorts or hotel. And then last but not least, we also introduce about the practicalities, because when you come to a foreign country, you do not know how it works. Simple thing, using an ATM card. In Vietnam it is different than elsewhere. Or using the telephone, or maybe using the internet, or various things that are important, where to choose a good hospital if you have an accident. And we have all this information, plus a very useful map that travelers use all the time. So all in one, CityPass has it.
So that means you will have a lot of Vietnamese partners? For example, resorts, hotel, shops, restaurants, something like that?
Since the beginning of CityPass, we have worked with over 450 partners throughout Vietnam. At the moment, we have this year about 265 clients working with us, and we work with 125 4- and 5-star hotels and resorts in Vietnam.
So how can you help them to promote their brand name, to introduce to the foreigner to Vietnam? Vietnam is a wonderful destination for them.
grabbing the interest of traveler is something very difficult because they usually stay a very little time in one place. And CityPass provides for the means to reach them properly. So when you arrive at your hotel, you can get a free guidebook at your room, at the concierge, or maybe at the front office. And you can use that to select your best restaurant or to select the best bar where you want to go out or the best outlets to go shopping. So it is a very good way for them to showcase their uniqueness, their product, and their strengths so that travelers can know about them and then get to them.
So before moving to the next part of the program, we'd love to show you and show the TV viewer some information about the service of providing advanced marketing tool for tourism in Vietnam.
Currently, Vietnam is considered a self-attractive tourist destination in the region as well as the world. Therefore, we need to focus on strengthening the promotion and marketing tourism professionals throughout different tours. There are methods to promote the image of Vietnam with a long cultural history, friendly and hospitable people, cuisine and beautiful natural landscape, closer to foreign tourists as well as international friends.
Hello everyone and welcome back with the leader of CityPass in Vietnam. So Mr. Patrick, what are your evaluation for the future development of this first service in Vietnam?
The future development of CityPass will imply being the leading tourism information website, but also being the leading provider of purchasing solutions for all the people that we promote. It will also imply being the leading creator and developer of mobile application on Android or OS system, because this is the future of this industry. You know, it's a very IT-oriented field, and we must do our best to be as competitive as we can be with those new tools that allows us to travel with more insight and with more value. Because those applications allows, anywhere in Vietnam to have access to a substantial amount of information within our phone. And I think that the future of tourism everywhere in the world, at least for guidebooks, will be lead to mobile phone applications.
So personally, what about your plan in Vietnam? Apart from CityPass, for example?
I'm married to a Vietnamese wife who brought me 2 wonderful daughters, and I am so fortunate to have them today. So, my goal is to make them as happy as I can make them, and as successful as they can be, and healthy as they can be. So, apart from the hard work that we are doing every day to develop this business, we must strive to take care of our family to the best of our abilities. And both my daughters are Vietnamese as well as French. And so for now, we live in Vietnam, we have a business, we have a home, and what the future is to hold. In the short term, I can tell you that we are here. What happened in 10 years, I don't know. This is a different time.
So in this book, I read about you, about the leader of CityPass. You are African French. So
correct. And maybe a fourth continent, which is America, because I did live for a very long time, and I did most of my study in America. So some French people say that tend to be a little bit American. So yes, I am African, French, American, Vietnamese, if you want to say. And it's nice to have the opportunity to see so much and to learn from so many cultures and traditions in order to evolve and to see the world a different way.
So before the end of the show, I'm sorry that we have to say goodbye to Mr. Patrick here, but what would you love to say to the TV viewer before the end of this show?
What I would like to say to you is that life is short and that you should enjoy it to the best of your ability on a daily basis. So take care of your family, because this is what matters most. Everything you do it to the best of your abilities. And I'm sure there's a lot of room to grow in this country. Care, be attentive to details, because it does matter, and put a lot of passion and love in everything you do every day, and I'm sure that you will be successful.
So once again, thank you so much for joining and sharing with us today. We really hope that in the future, the name of Sharing Vietnam with VTC10 will appear on this book at a favorite TV program that the people who traveling to Vietnam would love to see it.
Television is the next step. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
We hope that you enjoy the program with Mr. Patrick today, and we see you next time.